Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Forrest Holman here. Welcome back to another video. I know that uh, I just did one. I just ended my stream about an hour ago, like 30 to 60 minutes ago. But I decided to do another one because I'm a rebel, and sometimes people who do rebellish things may or may not, what they do may or may not come back to bite them. But yeah, as you can tell from the title, this is going to be a chill and react stream. As in, I'll be just chatting and reacting. So I may talk about things at some point, and then, just to pass the time, I may react to things, and I'm trying so hard to figure out a good position for my camera because of how leaned up the stand is. But yeah, so I apologize in advance if the camera's a little wacky because I can't tell if it's good enough or not. Let's make do with what I got here. So, anyway, so today we're just doing a little bit of talking and reacting to things, even though I know a number of people are already asleep and or they're doing something and they'll probably fall asleep soon after that. Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, so as you guys have known, this the first week of my 2023 has not been like it's been okay, I guess, but not like the best, but not also the worst. Like I've experienced better and I've experienced worse. But at the end of the day, I'm still thankful that my family and I are doing okay still. It's like there are some things that I wish didn't happen, but they did, and we just gotta make do with what we're dealing with here. And I would love it if my freaking glasses and hat could cooperate with each other right now. Jeez. Oh, one thing I can say for certain, alongside some things that I found earlier today, I found my my Nintendo DS Lite that I got from Christmas so many years ago. Yeah, this is real great. I enjoyed it. So yeah, this was my Nintendo DS that I was talking about the other night. Now I just need to charge it up and I need to find a good charging cable for it. But anyway, so, uh, but yeah, this year didn't start out the best, but we still got a whole lot of, like, 51 weeks left. We got like 51 weeks left. We can muster through it. I feel like we can. Uh, do so yeah. So it's starting out okay, I guess. Could be better. Thankfully, it's not as bad. But thankfully, it's not. But hopefully, it doesn't get any worse. But yeah. So yeah. One thing I will say, the one good thing about this year already is that um one good thing about this year is that we had a couple of new dogs. Technically, we're keeping one dog, but we're kind of babysitting another one. They're both Siberian Huskies, for those who don't know about that. And so, yeah, they are very energetic. Like, good lord. They're going to give me an exercise just by walking them outside. Just by giving them a walk outside, they're going to give me an exercise. And I haven't even gotten on my bike yet. And I plan on getting rid of this big belly that I've been getting over the past number of years. I plan on getting rid of the big belly. So basically, my New Year's resolution is to get rid of the big belly. And unlike a number of people that just for some reason decide, well, I'm gonna break the rule a little bit. Oh, I broke the rule. Gonna try again next year. No, I'm not gonna be that lazy and just be like, well, I tried after just one bite of an Oreo, chips, cookies, whatever. I'm just gonna give up right then and there. No, I'm gonna be the type that's gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna keep pushing through it. Hey, hold on. That it's supposed to be their bedtime, and they're complaining that they're that it's bedtime. Just like your traditional kids. Yeah, those are the dominoes that you heard in the background. Yep. But anyway, uh, so just to get things underway, I feel like watching something. Maybe watch a quick video and see how that feels like it. Hmm. Oh, really? I'm a gaming. Let's watch this video because I am considered a gaming channel.
YouTube has just changed its policies for gaming channels that are going to screw over a lot of gaming channels. A lot of gaming channels that especially do this as a profession or they do this as a side hustle are going to be feeling the effects of this new policy change that YouTube has implemented. And the best part about this policy change is they didn't really say that they were changing a policy. You had to go out there and find the information on your own, or be in violation of the new policy, get hit, and then you think to yourself, well, why is this happening? Did something change? And then you go and find that information on your own. Imagine if you go to your boss and you're like, hey, Steve, I heard there's some new policy changes. Yeah, there sure is. Well, what are they? No, I can't really tell you. You got to find out that information on your own. So I'm laying in bed last night. It's 1 in the morning. I get a notification on my phone at 1:07 a.m. I look at it, and it says that one of my videos has been age restricted. Now, this was a video that was from a while ago. I will zoom in here because I have nothing to hide from you people. Hi, RGT85. We reviewed your content and determined that it might not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18 per our community guidelines. As a result, we've age restricted the following content. The most insane Nintendo Switch ports worth playing. We haven't applied a strike to your channel, and your content is still live for some viewers on YouTube. So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, this is an old video. This video is from September of 2022, several months ago. The video is still doing well. It's still getting views. It's an evergreen video. It's something that people don't have to watch on day one. They can watch it whenever they want because the information in the video isn't going to change. It's not going to be anything different. So I thought to myself, okay, well, this clearly is a mistake. There's no rhyme or reason for this. I got the notification on my phone, like I said, around 1:07 a.m. I didn't notice it till about 1:18, 1:19. So I went into my YouTube back studio thing, and I applied for an appeal. At 1:22 a.m., roughly 3 minutes after I applied for the appeal, I ended up getting this email. We reviewed your appeal for the following. We reviewed your content carefully and confirmed that it violates our community guidelines. We know this is disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Now, what's funny about that is you didn't review the content because this was a 15-minute long video. I believe it's 15:01. And in 3 minutes, you cannot review an entire video, especially if you're leading me to believe that this is a human that is checking this sort of thing, that it is a human that is watching this and determining whether or not my video is applicable for, standard stuff, 18 or older or not. 18 or older stuff is ridiculous because of the fact that most of the stuff that is 18 years or older, it shouldn't even be on YouTube in the first place because of the fact that you have to be 13 or older in order to have a YouTube account. So you're focusing in on a potential group of people with a 4 to 5 year span of age because you want to protect them. But I'm thinking to myself, there's no nudity. There's not excessive swearing in the video. It's simply showing video games. So I made a tweet about this. Before I got this email, I actually made a tweet to YouTube to sort of see what was going on with this, and I got the following. Hey, Team YouTube, why did this video get hit with an age restriction months after it was up, and the appeal was denied 2 minutes after I requested it, and it was roughly 2 to 3 minutes? It's video games. So they say they're going to look into it and get back to me, and here's what they said. Our policy team confirmed that age restriction was correct. We suggest reading through this article for more information on the violent or graphic content policies that led to this decision. Appreciate your understanding of our need to make this tough call. Policy changes. What policy changes? You didn't send out an email to anyone. You didn't send out an email to anyone that makes content creation. You didn't put something on the front page of YouTube that says, hey, we're changing some policies of things going on in 2023. Here's the new information. Here's the new guidelines. And if a policy change was indeed happening and everyone knew about this, which, spoiler alert, nobody knew about this, why would it include retroactive stuff? Why would it include stuff that was uploaded before the policy was instilled? That makes absolutely no sense. You want people to make content based on a policy that didn't exist at the time of their upload of the video. So you want people to predict the future. But then I come back full circle and I'm like, wait a second. This is video games. There's nothing controversial in here. I'm simply showing video games that are released at every major retailer in the world in the Switch ports video. So what are the content changes that are so drastic that now we're going to have to make content based around certain guidelines that nobody knew existed before this? Because the only reason that I knew it existed was because of the fact that I got hit with a claim. Let's see. Tips for monetizing gaming videos. This content can earn ad revenue. Infrequent usage of profanity. Okay, like what determines infrequent? What determines any of this? Words abbreviated, censored, or acceptable for the network television. Hell and damn in the title, thumbnail, or video. I mean, network television has bitch and shit on it. If you ever watched South Park in it. Certain things here, this content may earn no because you put a 1 is sort of the thing. Profanity used in the first 8 to 15 seconds of a video. Someone doing voiceover in a game where the F word is mentioned in the first 4 seconds of the game. So, okay, adult content because, all this is based on someone's interpretation of it. Usage of sexual jokes, that's okay. Sensual dancing in a professional setting with limited clothing, classical art display. Like, what are you doing?
That sounds like they're targeting the strip club in Grand Theft Auto 5 in this one. Because I don't know if it was the thing in the PS3, Xbox 360 version, but in the PS4, Xbox One version, you could go to the strip club and the dancers would be topless. Yeah. No bra on whatsoever. So, yeah, I feel like they're targeting things like that.
And then, of course, we have the normal sex stuff here. But here's the violent stuff. Okay. Graphic scenes such as a gory attack on a person outside of the first 15 seconds of a video is fine. Graphic violence in the thumbnail or in the first 8 to 15 seconds of a video. Graphic game violence includes brutal killings or severe injuries focusing on bodily fluids such as beheadings or dismemberments. No ad revenue here. Like here's the thing about all of this. It's all subject to interpretation here. Right. But the crazy thing is, I could go on YouTube right now. Yesterday, I'm filming this on Tuesday. Last night during Monday Night Football, a player for the Buffalo Bills, his name escapes me right now, suffered a severe injury on the field. There are millions of videos up about people, speculating on what happened to him, this, that, the other. All those videos are fine. That's real human stuff. That's real people getting, hurt and injured and potentially losing their life. And you can find that sort of content all over YouTube. You can find gruesome injuries from the NBA, from professional football, from all these different things, from wars and stuff like that. And that's all deemed okay because for some reason, that's all right. But when it comes to video games, no, that's a problem. A fictional thing, a thing that doesn't actually exist, a thing that is for, people of a certain age to enjoy. If parents can't control their kids going on YouTube and watching videos that they don't want them to use, then the parent seems to have a problem with that. If YouTube is designed for people ages 13 and older because of the fact that you're supposed to be 13 or older in order to sign up for a YouTube account, why are you pigeonholing on this 4-year demographic from 13 to 17 as the people, we can't look at this, under 18, you can't look at this video game. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. And here's the problem. Here's the problem, because it's going to affect people who cover video games that are deemed violent. Okay, like a Mortal Kombat or a Doom. Are we going back to 1993 here, where certain things are too taboo in the world of video games? What about Grand Theft Auto 5? What about Grand Theft Auto 6? What about Resident Evil 4 coming up? And it's absolutely ridiculous. And the other thing is, the companies behind these games, they need to be aware that you're going to lose a huge portion of your free marketing for these games on arguably the most popular platform in the world for video information and for individual content creation, because people aren't going to want to cover your games in fear of the fact that the big YouTube baddie is going to come along and totally negate all the work you've done. If you do this just whenever you want to do it, I understand this policy probably doesn't mean all that much to you. But if you're someone who does this as a profession, it's very annoying. It's annoying to have to deal with policy changes when the policy changes aren't given to you on a silver platter. because they should be. You should want to, please your overlord so that you make some money, but you should still also want to have your individual content creation freedom. And I know people are going to say in the comments, well, go to Daily Motion, go to this website, go to that website and upload your video. There's no money in that stuff. There's no, and I mean, that's just the honest truth about it. And really, this policy change for me isn't going to change much. I'm still going to cover the games I want to cover. I'm still going to talk about the things I want to talk about.
Hey,
because I'm someone that makes daily content, at least for the most part. Sometimes you get 2 videos in a day. Sometimes I'll take a day or 2 off. But for the most part, I make daily content. So I'm always looking forward to the next video. If I make a video and it fails, doesn't do well, that's fine. I'm moving on to the next thing. If I make a video and for some reason YouTube deems it too violent.
How's your day going? It's going okay. I did do a stream earlier tonight, I should say. I probably dozed off in the middle of it, but now I'm a little bit more awake. Now that I did my dozing off, and now I'm back doing this just to kind of make up for that. Yeah, it's been a good day. Even though technically today is tomorrow, as in, like, what day it was. And I think it's like the 9th for me now, so yeah, it's the 9th for me. So yeah, it feels good being one day over while people in the CST and the PST both are in the 8 or at the 8 o'clock on the January 8th day currently. Even though the CST still have a few minutes to work with before that. Hey, Star Fox, how you doing tonight?
It's too late for everyone to watch. Whatever. I'll move on to the next thing. I'll move on to whatever I'm working on next. But there's a lot of people that don't do that. There's a lot of people that upload, once a week, once every 2 weeks, or maybe a couple times a week or something like that. And they don't have that luxury of going on to the next thing. So a lot of these bigger channels that don't upload frequently, they don't upload every single day. Now they're going to have to second guess whether or not to cover this game. Because maybe they want to, but if they're afraid that YouTube and these, totally up to your interpretation policies that have no rhyme or reason, there's no consistency to them, are going to impact what they're going to create, people are not going to create stuff based on those games. That's just what it boils down to at the end of the day. So, yeah. I mean, to me, it's not a huge deal. It's just going forward in the future, you have to question what's going to happen with content creation. You have to question if they're going to go into your back catalog and totally nuke your channel because of stuff you did in the past that at the time was acceptable within the guidelines. But now that the guidelines have changed, you're retroactively hurting people. YouTube, for the community, for the people. No, it's a community for freaking frauds, people who are scammers, people who, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. So if you consume video game content on YouTube, which obviously you do, if you make content on YouTube,
Well, I have to say for one thing being for certain for me, I feel like the reason why everything that is going on with mainly the video game side of things is because of COPPA. Let's be honest here. I still remember doing a live stream some number of years ago where I basically looked at the COPPA Act, like literally the full COPPA Act, and I read it word for word until I was at the very end of it, and I discussed how what I was reading and how I thought it was being interpreted, as well as my thoughts on it. I still remember that, and I was thinking like, well, shit. See, I don't know if the YouTube Kids app was a thing before or after COPPA, but if it was there before then the COPPA Act was actually targeted toward the wrong website, because I remember specifically the COPPA Act said if there was a kid version of this website, insert website here, then they would be going after that website instead of the main website, which should have made sense if YouTube Kids was a thing before COPPA came at the website. And now it's been to where, as he said, I like how he said 1993. First of all, he got the year wrong, but he got the game correct. It was the original Mortal Kombat game, as well as a few other games, but namely Mortal Kombat, that caused the US government to try to put a ban on video games for absolutely no reason, other than because, oh my god, it's violent, holy crap. And even to this day, we still have people that complain about violence in video games. But I wonder if these are the same people. I wonder if they had the same issue with violence in movies and TV shows. Because if they don't, they got no fucking room to talk about violence in video games. If you're gonna have a problem with violence in video games, but not really a problem with violence in movies, TV shows, music videos, and descriptive violence in songs, violence in comic books and all that jazz. If you don't really have that kind of issue right here, right now, then with those, what you do with video games, that makes you a hypocrite. And I always find it hilarious how how YouTube is trying to make it more and more kid friendly as time goes on. Literally to the point to where we cannot say a bad word without getting flagged, without getting demonetized, because YouTube is really trying to be so freaking kid friendly that it's not even funny. And which is kind of funny to me personally, because like look at kids. Like how many videos have you seen of kids go and play a video game and cause like freaking sailors, or play violent or playing violent video games? I mean, hey, my nephew was at one time playing Grand Theft Auto, but we had to stop him from playing it because he kept uh, being a little bit more violent than he should have, than he was beforehand. But that's because this boy has a very wild imagination. A lot more wild than the imagination that I had when I was his age, I'll tell you that much. And also because it would not stop getting my character killed, and so I lost money. I kept losing money because he kept killing my character. That was another part of the reason why I stopped it from playing that game. But it was mainly because he was being a little bit too violent about it on that game. So yeah, long story short, um, hey, calm down. But anyway, so yeah, that kind of irritates me that they're going to target video game channels now because of this because of this thing that's going on right here. It's going to lead to the point to where it's like, well, if you are a kid-friendly channel, you're good. But if you are a not,
What's going on, everyone?
but if you're not in that regard, well, sucks to be you, right? So yeah, it's kind of stupid that we're going at this we're at this point where it's literally 1991, or yeah, it's like 1990. Was it 91 or was it 92 that the first Mortal Kombat game came out? Either way, either way, it's still ridiculous how that's the case. And YouTube needs to stop trying to be kid friendly when you won't even allow kids who are not at the teenage years to even make a channel, as that would go against their terms of service. So that's why people, when people say, well, I'm at this age, that's why people block those messages.
Finally,
because they would more than likely go against YouTube's terms of service if they were to say their age publicly. And also because we're trying to protect them from creeps on YouTube at the same time. So we're trying to keep them safe by that. So yeah, that's my 2 cents and I'm sticking to it. And now I'm looking about, so yeah, I'm currently looking at what to, yeah, so I'm currently watching something just to see how this would go. Yeah. Hmm. You know, I always like scary videos. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Top 5 scary ghost videos caught on camera. Sinister haunting. The first video comes from the YouTube channel Zark Scary Haunting, which is run by an Indian family who one day began to experience strange and creepy activity inside their home.
I actually have already seen this one because there's a guy that does the scary compilation videos titled Bizarre Bub. I just seen this on his latest scary comp video that he did a couple of days ago.
It all started one day when the home security camera captured their son looking at something or someone who he referred to by the name of Jerry and seemed to be scared at the sight of him. Take a look.
So there's the sun in the bottom right corner. That's when he looks up at something. He's even got his hand over his mouth. And then he...
Yeah, there we go. I don't see something. Yeah. No, I don't know. What is it, Molo? It's Billy. Where?
Hello, London. Wait, what was the name of that again? Hello, London Scribius. Can I get an email for a song review, please? I'm usually not one to post or even talk about my email, unless otherwise necessary. Because at this day and age, with the internet being how crazy it can be, I choose not to disclose my internet. How do you take reactions then? Well, if you could, well, here, also with songs, I have to be careful because I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright strike from playing them as well. But at the same time, if you wanted to, you could just post a link and I could get to it at a later time, or at least give me the song name and, you know, just give me the song name, artist as well. It's not uploaded. It's a draft. Well, I'm not really a song review channel anyway, if I'm being completely honest with you here. I'm just doing random reaction videos. You would be the second person to review it. I tell you what, London, I'll think about it. Is there a way to contact you outside of YouTube? Do you have a Twitter or Discord or something like that? Of course. Because I do have I have a Discord. Alright, so if you want to, you could just DM me the song on there. The user on Discord would be FreakyForce9, number 1932. You could send it to me now, but I won't be able to see it because of how I'm recording on my phone. But I could listen to it and then do a review video of after listening to the song at some point. After listening to it a few times, because I always like listening to a song a few times before I see if I like it or not. But yeah, that's entirely up to you. While London is doing that, I'll go ahead and play the video again.
Yeah, let's do this gun.
Sounds like a bit of a ball ache, to be honest, brother. uh, well, like I said, I don't really disclose my email address because the last thing I want is to be bombarded with crazy things from random people that I don't know. So, yeah, I only disclose my email for legitimate reasons. You see, the one thing that's kind of getting me here is like, to me, DMing on Discord and sending it through an email, to me, would basically be the same thing. So, the only way I can see it being a ball ache, and I understand how it could be a ball ache, because trust me, I know what it's like just sending some pictures on Discord alone. It could be a pain in the butt, but it's still doable, just give it the time to do it. I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't really feel the need to disclose my email address in any way, shape, or form. Oh. I never said I didn't want to do it. I'm just... I never said I didn't want to do it. I said I'd be willing to do it, but it almost seemed like something else was going on there, but... Alright. Okay. As I said before, my Discord name is FreakyForest9, number 9, with the hashtag and the 4 numbers after that being 1932. I don't know if I have my DMs on there open. No. You have the Freaky, right? It's F-O-R, after that it's F-O-R-R-E-S-T, and then the rest after that is correct. Yeah, I know it sounds like I said force when I said forest. Like, there was a movie with Forrest Gump, the one with Tom Hanks in it. There you go. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
It's next to the gun.
Now, nobody believed him, and they simply dismissed this minor occurrence to be the imagination of a child. However, the very next morning, while waiting to refill the dishwashing liquid, this happened.
Green Goblin. The Venom.
Of course, once again, they deemed this incident to be a mere coincidence, so they just ignored it. But later on, the fire alarm started going off on its...
You know the funny thing is, I did not even see what was going on. Friend request sent. Alright, hold on a second here. So now I have a I just sent it. And I accepted it. I accepted the friend request. Now you're free to send me the link in the DM, and I'll listen to it later when I get a chance.
And they begun to hear knocks in the middle of the night. And that's when they concluded that they must be dealing with something paranormal. And after asking some of their religious friends for advice, they suggested that they should play a prayer in the house.
Alright, I'll check it out when I get a chance later. Thank you for your time, my friend. No problem, London. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
To ward off any negative energy, it didn't end very well.
Yeah.
And they ended up finding...
I tell you what, I'll make a review video about it, and then I'll make a review video about it, and then I'll send you the video links, so that way you see what I'm, that way you know exactly what I'm saying. Generally, I like music. Unless it's the type that... Thank you, London, I appreciate that. But I will say, the only type of music I really just can't get behind. I don't need to do all that for us. You wanna know what I say every time somebody says I don't have to do that? Just to complain your opinion. Well, you know how I always say, people always have told me before in the past, well, you don't have to do it. And I'm going to say the same thing to you like I say to everybody else that has always told me that. I know I don't have to, but I want to. And so I'm going to. Yeah. Unless you feel like, if you don't think I should make a video about it, I won't, but I'll still let you know what my thoughts are about it. But the video part would be up to you. Like, do you care at all if I do it or not? Or you do what you want to do, brother. Okay. Hey, cosplayer, how you doing tonight? I've been having a nice conversation with London over here. I'm gonna say London just for short. So they posted me a link to a song of theirs. I'll listen to it at a later time. And so there you go. Pretty good. How about you? I am doing pretty good. I am in the process of watching this video. 5 scary ghost videos that require a positive spirit to blah blah blah. I'm not even past the first one before I had a conversation. But I enjoyed the conversation before London thinks I didn't. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to listening to the song. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But now I'm going to get back into this video because it's been on pause long enough. Saying it jokingly, by the way. Let's go right to it.
Disturbing.
Yeah, Nuggets contact.
You excited for the Royal Rumble this month? Hell yeah!
Nuggets?
I do. Why do you think I've been doing those live streams with the Royal Rumble shows? Yeah. I don't know when it is, and I don't know if I'll be able to, I mean, yeah, I could live stream it. Like, I can't live stream the TV, but I can live stream my reaction to the show. So yeah, I could do that. But the funny thing is, I mean, you never know, well, true. Nobody ever answered my question of when it's supposed to be. I remember asking it the one night, nobody ever answered the question. Nobody. Not a single person was like, okay, let me check real quick. Alright, Forrest, it's right here. This is your answer. Boom. 28th. Oh. So it'll be 2 weeks after my birthday. I literally just looked it up, lol. Well, you gotta understand, you gotta remember, Cosplayer, I'm on my phone camera, using my phone camera to record this live stream. I just got through 2 more Royal Rumbles, although I think I slept through one of them. I at least dozed off on it. It probably wasn't the best Royal Rumble then if I'm dozing off through it. Which is going to be very ironic because the Royal Rumble event that I watched after the one that I stopped at happens to be the one that's regarded as the best Royal Rumble match ever. And so I just looked it up and I looked it up less than a minute. Alright. Okay. We're gonna keep going into this video because I think I don't know if I even want to, like this video is basically just a, you know what, let's watch something else, because it's kind of, yeah, anyway, I want to hear something that involves stories here, or at least where you guys could hear it.
And it took
The fact that that's 6 hours ago. Yeah, okay. 6 years ago, I should say. And a video involving politics from 6 years ago is on my video chat, is on my recommended. How the heck does that
Coach
happen?
Man.
I don't even know.
no.
Oh, dude, the fact this thing is talking about how this thing from this one place is ridiculous. Dude, I was looking, the other day, I was looking on Amazon for Game Boy Advance games. Namely Pokemon, because of course you gotta have a Pokemon game with your Game Boy. And I found Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire separately. Both games were looking at to be around $180 to $200. Alright, well, I'm gonna go just stop by and see if... Hey, thank you for stopping by, Cosplayer. I hope you have a good rest of your night. But anyway, these things were running at $200, and I'm like, why? Like, what rhyme or reason would Amazon have to sell a refurbished version of these games for $200? Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense whatsoever. Just, no. I just find it kind of stupid, but whatever. You know, it's funny how Cosplay just left, and one of the videos of I recommended is guess the WWF/WWE wrestler by their entrance music. Fuck it, let's do it. What a ton of downloads, it's kind of loud. So let me see if I can do this right. Let's do it. That would be Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall. Razor Ramon! Yep. The Legion of Doom / the Road Warriors. That's easy. Oh, the $1 Million Man, Teddy DiBiase. I just got done watching wrestling shows that involve this man. Jeez. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Yep. Yep. Kinda correct. That was kinda easy. That could be either Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, or the Hart Foundation as a whole. Bret Hart, yep. I'd have expected it to be the singles wrestler, not the tag team. The Bushwhackers, Luke and Bush. Doink the Clown. When he was a fan favorite at one, at some point. Yokozuna! Yep. The Big Boss Man! Kinda catchy, but also cheesy. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. The Tonka. Yeah, it's a bit too easy. Rowdy Roddy Piper. Hacksaw Jim Dutton. Oh, that should not be here. That should not be here. That should not be on this one. I want to listen to it one more time. What is that? That theme sounds familiar, but I can't think of who it is. Who is that? I'm really trying so hard to figure out who this guy is. Skinner? I don't know. Oh, Sergeant. Okay, it was Sergeant Slaughter. I never heard of that theme song before. Never. Goldust, come on. Any WWE fan would know of this one, probably. More than the last one, that's for sure. The Godfather. Yep, The Godfather. That one, this one's easy. So now we're going into the Attitude Era. Jake the Snake Roberts. Yeah, that was kind of easy. Macho Man Randy Savage. the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, it's easy. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. The guy that can't seem to make up his mind on retirement or active wrestling. You might as well just stay retired at this point.
Oh, you didn't know?
Ooh, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, or the New Age Outlaws. Hulk Hogan. Yep, that was obvious. The Dudley Boys. Yeah, Bubba Ray and Devon. Diesel. I was even thinking of Diesel before they even did that truck horn. Hey, Daddy Cool Diesel. Psycho Sid. Or Sid Justice, either way. Same character. Mankind. The Undertaker. If you actually don't know this and you're a wrestling fan, where have you been? Time! It's time! It's Vader time! The man they call Vader! Oh god. That's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, but that's the worst version of his name I ever heard. Oh yeah, Jeff Hardy / the Hardy Boys. He is the Big Red Machine, Kane. Easy. Val Venus. From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on, dude. The Rock is cooking. From Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds. The Rock. So easy.
You think you know me, and when you
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 245 pounds. The Radar Superstar Edge. Even though he was just known as Edge by then, I don't think he got the. I don't think Edge would get the Radar Superstar nickname until after a certain event that happened on Raw in 2006. If you know, you know. From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 254 pounds, Triple H. Not just Triple H, not Triple HHH. Think your name's right. Oh yeah, the legendary Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. Oh, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing at 234 pounds, Kurt Angle. Yeah, that's just a kid. From East Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 444 pounds, Bam Bam Bigelow. Although I got the weight wrong, he is Bam Bam Bigelow because when I was dealing with Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing in at 444 pounds, King Kong Bundy. Anyway. But yeah, there's this compilation that I was seeing from this channel that does these. Some time ago, the Runaway Guys finished their series of Mario Party DS. But this game gave Proton John so much crap that this person made a TRG compilation video, Proton John versus Mario Party DS. I'm not going to be doing a reaction video to it because it's an hour long, but if you want to watch it, there you go. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Wait, what? I gotta see this.
Imagine this. You play so much Fortnite that you drive your parents so damn crazy that they decide to sue Epic Games, the people behind Fortnite. Now, back in 2019, a couple of parents went to a Canadian legal firm and they wanted to file a class action lawsuit against Epic Games.
You know, I may not like Fortnite, but even I can tell this is not. Even I know this is stupid.
You didn't know, Fortnite is really, really popular. Fortnite now has over 350 million registered players. In April, players spent over 3.2 billion hours in
Damn.
the game. And despite Ninja falling off and becoming the most boring Twitch streamer I've ever seen on the platform,
just suck it, man.
The game is still extremely popular. Now, why are these parents so gosh darn upset? What got them so angry that they wanted to sue Fortnite? Well, 3 parents from Quebec sued Epic Games, which is based in the US, alleging that the game's creators deliberately designed the Battle Royale iteration of Fortnite to be highly addictive, and that Fortnite caused their minor children to suffer psychological, physical, and financial harm. No way. A gaming company that earns billions of dollars is trying to make their game more engaging to earn more money. And also, the psychological, physical, and financial harm stuff is hilarious. Let me just read a couple of beautiful quotes. Another child allegedly played the game for a cumulative 59,954 minutes, which is just 1,000 hours, which are basically 42 days of playing. That's rookie numbers, I'm gonna be honest. One of the kids, identified as Joe.Z in the document, had played more than 7,781 hours of the game in less than 2 years. This guy doesn't have rookie numbers. He's going off, and sometimes playing until 3 a.m., the lawsuit claimed. And the 3 children developed severe addictions to the popular game, spending almost all of their free time in the virtual world, and in some cases not eating, showering, or socializing. The lawsuit alleges. It gets even worse. They became withdrawn from their families, and one of them had panic attacks due to the pressure of the game, Fortnite, according to the lawsuit. Now, I'm going to give you my take here.
You know, honestly, do I even need to go any further and just say that this is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard? And this is from 3 weeks ago, so it's from technically last year, but still. Still, though. How can you even say that Fortnite does this shit? What? Look, I may not like Fortnite, but I gotta give it some slack here. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I've ever heard of. What the heck?
Definitely has a lot of bad parenting written all over it. Back
Yeah.
in my good old young days, you bet your rear end I was addicted to video games. I played games all the damn time, and Mima was pretty upset that I wasn't
Yeah.
enjoying the outdoors or hanging out with my friends. So, you
Yep.
want to know what she did? She limited the amount of time I could play. Now, it seems like the parents that are trying to sue Fortnite, maybe their method instead of limiting playtime is a little more drastic, like, Timmy, get off the Xbox and stop playing Fortnite now! Definitely contributing to the psychological harm of playing Fortnite, you know? You play Fortnite, your mom yells at you, calls you a disgrace. Definitely not harmful for your psychology. But anyways, kids these days are raised on iPads, and it's tough
Yep.
to see, but it's a result of bad parenting. I have relatives that have really young kids, and they're completely fine because their parents are fantastic people. They do, like, you know, they go outside and do things. They don't just sit at home all day on their phones, eat hot chip and lie. They limit the technology to make sure that these addictions don't come up early because, yes, there is video game addictions. It is a thing, and there are simple ways to prevent
Yeah.
this from occurring. It's just making sure you keep an eye on your child. But anyways, I'm going to move away from the armchair parent position I'm taking on this since I don't even have any kids. They died. Kids allegedly spent hundreds on game disassociated from family. And to fuel their addiction, the kids mentioned in the class action lawsuit spent hundreds of dollars, sometimes without their parents' knowledge, on characters and dances in the game. Now, riddle me this, Batman. How in the heck are these kids getting the payment information they need? Did they just go to the bank and sign up for a credit card? Or, like, how are the parents not even monitoring their credit card statements? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, if I was a parent, the second I see little Timmy buy something without my permission is the second little Timmy doesn't have my credit card on his Xbox.
Right,
Now,
right.
moving on, another banger headline from Buddy Guy article writer, Parents Turn to Fortnite Rehab. Now, one of the lawyers that is doing this class action lawsuit basically thinks that Epic Games is super evil and there's no possible thing parents could do. The lawyer basically pushed back against the notion that the children's addictions to the game can be boiled down to a lack of parental monitoring. What? It's not like the second you play Fortnite is the second you're instantly addicted. You know, the second you open up Fortnite, it's over, I'm addicted now. And if a kid is playing Fortnite and all they talk about is Fortnite and all they do when they get home is play Fortnite and avoid their homework, you bet that a good parent would be telling them to finish their damn homework before playing Fortnite. All right, let's move away from my fake parenting. Let's get back to this legal case because it actually does make a pretty good point. It is a much, much deeper issue than people will ever really realize. So basically, these games were created with algorithms and dark patterns that are made to addict you. And once the pattern starts, it's very, very, very hard to get out of it. If there's an algorithm and dark patterns to make me addicted to something, I guess I should file a class action lawsuit to YouTube for making an algorithm that focuses on keeping you on the website for as long as possible. Of course, that's a joke because I would never sue YouTube. That's just stupid. And there was someone that did decide to sue YouTube, but I haven't heard from them ever again, so I don't know where that went. But jokes aside, without a doubt, Epic Games definitely has the data and information to make a product as addictive as possible for children, which is Fortnite. Anyways, for the legal case, they bring in a McGill University psychologist, and McGill is basically the Canadian version of Harvard, and he says, in extreme cases, he said, parents have locked up their child's devices with a key to prevent them from playing Fortnite. They're that much of a fiend. And when the gaming stops, they often go into a state of depression. He said, anyone's going to be sad or depressed when their parents take away their game console. Heck, it happened to me once as well. But like, once again, if the kid is playing and not doing their homework, you make them finish their homework before they can play. If the kid's playing too much, set a timer on how much they can play. If the kid is playing when they should be sleeping, turn off the internet at a certain time. Anyways, why are people so interested in this lawsuit now? Well, it's because it actually passed one of the stages that it needs to go through. Basically, in 2019, they were asking for permission to file this lawsuit, and on December 8th of this year, the Quebec judge was like, yeah, this is pretty valid. And he said, the claim does not appear to be frivolous or manifestly ill-founded. And Judge Boss says, as an analogy, the harmful effect of tobacco was not recognized or admitted overnight. Now, this judge had both a hot take and a bad take. The hot take was that the effects of video game addiction are not recognized yet. That was the tobacco and video game addiction analogy. And it is a valid take, to be honest. We don't know how video game addiction will alter people's psychology psychology and all that business, but the bad take here is the claim does not appear to be frivolous or manifestly ill-founded. These parents basically just gave up on trying to monitor their kids and decided, you know what, let's sue Epic Games for making our lives as parents harder. And here's the most absurd thing, and please, just open your ears for a second and listen to this garbage, because it's the most absurd thing I've ever read. I'm really shocked that the whole thing did get thrown out by this statement. The court filing from the Montreal legal firm representing the parents, Kalex, cited in its original application a report by addiction specialist Anita Gadia-Smith, I probably said that wrong, that likened the addictive qualities of playing Fortnite to cocaine addiction. I don't have to explain it to you. Fortnite is apparently cocaine now. I shall smuggle my Fortnite skins from Colombia into the United States.
I'm sorry. I had to comprehend that whole ordeal. Did you really? Did this person, whoever that was, and I'm talking about the person in the article that did this person really go and make a comparison of Fortnite addiction to cocaine addiction? Really? Oh my gosh. Whoa! Oh, nice to see who the idiots are.
Make millions of ill-gotten V-dollar gains. What does Epic Games think about this whole fiasco, you know? Do they have to deal with Fortnite being too addicting, or do they have to deal with bad parents who don't know how to teach their kids? Well, Epic Games has tried to flick down this lawsuit. One of the parents who sued Epic Games filed with the court a report from a doctor that said her son had been diagnosed with a cyber addiction 2077 during a visit on October 25th, 2019, and Epic Games argued that the report was not a formal diagnosis, nor was there any expert report on causation. And that ended up failing miserably, and the class action is still rolling on in Quebec, but Epic can appeal the judgment within 30 days. But they pulled up with the big blank energy response. We have industry-leading parental controls that empower parents to supervise their child's digital experience. Parents can receive playtime reports that track the amount of time their child plays each week and require parental permission before purchases are made, so that they can make the decisions that are right for their family. We have also added a daily spending limit by default for players under the age of 13. And basically Epic Games is saying, we already have the tools for you guys to be good parents. Are you guys even using them? Like, this is how you stop your kids from completely annihilating your credit card just by using these parental features. And Epic Games doubled down here with, once again, big blank energy. We plan to fight this in court. This recent decision only allows the case to proceed. We believe the evidence will show that this case is meritless. So everyone, mark your calendars for the start of January, because I'll be waiting with popcorn in hand to see how Epic's massive legal team will handle this class action lawsuit. And if you want to see more of these goofy, non-related Discord-related content thingy-boo, let me know in the comments, okay? I love y'all very much, and make sure to stay away from the cocaine, I mean Fortnite, or else you'll be addicted. Mwah!
Yeah, no. No, just no. Well, I know it's only been an hour, but I'm already getting a little tired from doing what I was doing earlier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there, and I'll do another live stream tomorrow.
Random Winter Day of 2012.
Yeah, I'll just do another live stream tomorrow. Well, technically later today, because it is past midnight my time, but still. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream there. I'll do another one at some point later today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little short stream. I'll see you guys later. Till then, this is Forrest Waffle, signing off.